how you can be part of it, and what I did. Look, here I am going to show you how with $50 you can turn them into $4,000 in just 28 days. People interested in achieving that, please raise your virtual hand. Tell me, Juan, yes, I am that person. I am that person. I am that person who wants that. With $50, perfect, but great, spectacular to all the people who are responding to me. Say, great, super good. Well, it's great that you're connected here because this is the opportunity I want to show you. Welcome if you have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, great. But for that person who says, Juan, look, I'm looking for an opportunity. I want to start a business. I want to retire from my job. I want to change my lifestyle. I want to do things. What opportunity do you have for me? I have $50. I have $100. Juan, what can I do with that? Perfect. Well, there's the opportunity. And why so sure that there's an opportunity? Look, first, the point where we are with the company. The company has been operating for 16 months. Great. But it happens to be a company of Russian origin. Well, actually, it's the Republic of Chechnya. So these people have created a good community, and the first thing they do is reach out to all these Russian-speaking countries, right? And that's where an opportunity arises for us. Why? For the simple reason that, well, all of them cannot or do not know how, or undoubtedly, their language is Russian, and there are maybe 10 countries that speak it, so it's very limited, right? And this opportunity presents itself to me because I have known someone for 10 years in Russia. I went to Sochi, Russia. We were starting a business, and I met him. Look, it was a coincidence, and he arrives, develops the business, and it grows in an incredible way. You can check it out here on the channel of, and he shows me in that company, yes, he had some results, but here he shows me in just 16 months how he starts to improve his quality of life in an impressive way. Try to understand that 10 years ago, he had no structure, no knowledge, absolutely nothing. And he comes and shows me, he says, look, Juan, I want to show you because 10 years ago, you inspired me. 10 years ago, I had achieved a result 20 times bigger than what he had achieved in that company. And he says to me, look, Juan, you inspired me 10 years ago. I want to show you with this opportunity. I was really skeptical. He presents it to me in February 2024. Try to understand this. February 2024. And I say, no, not this, not this. And well, after seeing his results, right? And after seeing everything he had achieved, I said, if this person, without belittling him, obviously, and this person whom I met 10 years ago is achieving these results, what will I be able to achieve, right? What will I be able to do? So I see him traveling. I see him living the dream life along with his wife, along with his son. I see him enjoying. I see him building. I see him achieving many things. And in just 16 months, I say, well, okay, let's listen to him. So let's listen to him, and he shows me. The magnitude of the company tells me, Juan, this has a lot of solidity. I want to show you that it is solid. Then he starts showing me the records and says, look, the first thing I want to show you is that the company is registered on October 18th, 2023. They register the company. Yes, he joins in February 2024, and they register the company. It is registered in Hong Kong. It has a very, very strong close alliance with a broker, with an exchange called UZX. You can look it up. They have their own broker, their own exchange called BITNEVEX, but the exchange that is related behind it is called UZX. So this exchange is the one that provides liquidity. What is the business here as such? Look, this is the exchange I'm talking about. And they had an event around the time they registered the company. They had an event in Hong Kong. They had an event in Hong Kong directly with the CEO of that exchange. Here I show you the video. The video is on the NV Global LATAM channel for you to check and find in the events section. The person speaking there is the CEO. We had to translate it into Spanish. He is the CEO of the company Neva IT, which is the product development company based in Hong Kong. There, the translation is a bit with artificial intelligence. Mr. Dan Jianyu is the CEO of Neva IT. He's the developer of digital products. And here later, you can see Mr. So Jian, who is the director of UZX, which is the liquidity provider for the BITNEVEX exchange. So basically, what the company does is develop digital products, an exchange, a wallet, a payment gateway. The entire blockchain ecosystem, the entire crypto ecosystem that is needed today. But what happens? They say, well, how do we compete with a giant like, for example, Finance? Finance is currently the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. Today, it moved 11 to $399,000 million. So I say, well, we have to leverage ourselves. Someone who is already positioned, then UZXZ, accepts the alliance and says, all right, perfect. I am already positioned. I can provide liquidity. That is, in the event that there are people who come to trade, we have the economic fluidity to pay them, right? Because of that, and when they lose, well, the commissions come to us, okay? That's the business. All right, okay, how do we now position BITNEVEX, which is the exchange? You can already register the exchanges here. Well, it's very simple, by creating a community. How do we create a community? How do we make the community come and make it come faster, right? Because there are two ways to do it. Either you invest a lot of capital, like, for example, an exchange, crypto.com, right? So you sponsor Ferrari races, buy stadiums, have many big investors. And then the pie is divided among a few, right? In other words, the profits are divided among a very small group. So the company decides to do just one thing. It says, no, let's do one thing. Let's build this community by giving the opportunity to entrepreneurs like us to promote us. But in exchange for participating in something, that is, let's give them some stake in one of our products. And that's when the opportunity for another product called NV Finance arises. NV Finance is the opportunity to earn a passive income through the transactions made in mining and trading. Okay? Are we clear up to this point? A little bit. Yes. For those who already have some knowledge, they say, well, very clear, Juan. So let's get to the point. For those who don't worry. Don't worry, because we are here for that. We have training, schools, completely to explain everything to you. So this is the entire ecosystem of NV Global. And here we can have two sources of income. One is mining. Currently, it has on 600 mines. Yes, 2 megawatts operating, producing Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Okay. For those who are going to travel from June 10th to 15th in Antalya, Turkey, they will get to see one of the mines up close. Not all, but one of the mines. However, the company is developing in Ethiopia, developing with its own land. Yes, a whole complete ecosystem to produce much more and to be able to rent. The mining business is not about mining. The business is renting the mining. Okay? I will explain more about it later. And trading, of course, in crypto futures, generating some profits. Now, these two sources are important, but there is a much larger one, which is the payment gateway system, where the opportunity for neobank arises. Being a payment gateway means providing liquidity, for example, to betting houses, virtual casinos, game processors, people who completely play online. And all of this has a payment gateway, which is where NV Global generates one of the most important sources and generates profits. All of this combines into one thing, generating liabilities to create a community that later uses the products of the exchange, the payment gateway, the wallet, and begins to transform into a completely sustainable ecosystem. How does that sound so far? Interesting, isn't it? Well, over the last 16 months, they have focused on that, on generating money, and this has allowed for us to have an attractive source of income in a fixed, constant, permanent way for all the people who want to be part of this excellent company. And that's where it becomes very sustainable. Then investors come in, use the NV Finance product to generate a fixed monthly profit, feed the systems that generate resources to provide more liquidity, to generate more commissions. And in exchange for that, a referral system is also created that allows anyone to participate and generate sources of income with very little capital. And that's where the ambassador program is born. How was the explanation? Extremely clear, right? And if it didn't seem clear to you, don't worry. You can watch the NV Global LATAM video again on the YouTube channel, subscribe, go to the live section, listen again to what I'm telling you, and what I'm saying right now makes a lot of sense. So look at how interesting it is, and this is where I want you to pay close attention to me. Perfect, to all the people who have connected. Perfect, great. Great to the people from Spain, thank you very much. We are creating this presentation for you. We usually don't do presentations on Sundays and sometimes not on weekends, but so we said, let's make one for you so that you really have the opportunity. So welcome. Okay, look at this. A fixed profit of 8 to 12% is generated So pay close attention to how I managed to generate $4,000 with just $50 in only 28 days. And you can do the same. You can do the same. So the first thing I did was activate my system. How do you activate it with $50? To earn from the referral system, you need to have at least $50, okay? With the $50, it will generate 8%. Not bad. From 8 to 12, count on 8. 8% of $50, $4. Well, really, it doesn't generate much. $4, well, that's enough for a coffee maybe in Spain, right? In Colombia, it's enough for a lunch. But, well, with $500, yes, it generates $40. With $5,000, it already generates $400. The question is, how do we manage to have $5,000 working steadily if we might not have them? Or do we want to create a completely cyclical and efficient business that doesn't put us at risk, but rather allows us to quickly get out of risk? How do I quickly get out of risk? Well, by developing the system. And the system tells you, look, for every person you invite, you will activate the referral system, which is from 5 to 20%. At the beginning, you start earning 5%, but you can earn up to 20% for each direct person you invite. Let me show you how you can do it. At this moment, I'm already at 8%. My wife is at 7.5%. So look at how interesting it is how you're going to do it. Then suddenly someone says, well, I can invest about $500, right? Because I want to earn maybe $40 a month. It seems fine. It's not much, but I generate something, okay? So what happens? That person automatically gave you 5%. 5% of $500 is $25. You already have half of what you invested. You already have it in your pocket. You already have it. And suddenly another person comes and says, hey, I can invest $1,000. For me, yes, $1,000 that generates 80%, $80 a month, 8%, $80 a month is fine for me. Generating passively so that money works for me, not me working for it, perfect. So automatically, how much do you earn there? You already earn $50. You already have $75 in your pocket. You recovered the $50. Those $50 generate $4 monthly. The first ones you invested, and your money is already in your pocket. And besides, you have $25 more. You've already withdrawn it. The withdrawals are from commissions. They are every 72. You withdraw now. They arrive in a maximum of 72 hours without any problem. The passive commissions are given. They are generated daily because it pays every day the 0.26%, which translates to 8% monthly. But you withdraw on the 15th and the 30th. Note, again, you can withdraw the commissions at any time, and they will arrive in a maximum of 72 hours to your virtual wallet. But the passive commission or profit comes to you every day, but it can only be withdrawn on the 15th and the 30th. Be aware of that, because just recently someone told me, Juan, I can't withdraw the profits. The 15th has passed. We are already on the 16th. That was last month. Okay? Very well. Now, pay close attention to how you are going to start earning much more. When you reach $1,000, they no longer pay you 5%, they pay you 5.5%. When you reach $2,500 in volume, which you can achieve with one person who invested $2,500, or you can do it with 10 people who invested $250, or even $50 as you prefer. Well, you no longer earn 5.5%, but you earn 6%. Let me know if I'm going too fast, but you all are very sharp. 6%. That's it. Now, what happens? Since I've already completed a volume of over $25,000, they now pay me 8%. For each direct recruit I bring into the business model. Okay? Now, let me share with you a very clear little table. And with that table, we can figure out all the bonuses you can potentially generate. Very simple, very simple. Look at how this works, okay? You start with $50, right? You start here. You start with $50. Okay? Look here. $50. You completed 1,000 in volume. 5.5. You completed 2,500. 6. You completed 5,000. Now you earn 6.5, but another bonus is activated for you. The bonus they give you is as if you had bought a $250 timescope plan. In other words, as if you had deposited $250. So your investment is no longer $50, but $300. Remember how I started? I told you, I am going to make you generate a passive income of $5,000 monthly. But for that, we have to add commissions and also passively. So now you have $300 working automatically. When you complete a volume of $5,000, meaning people who have placed $5,000, it could be 10 people with $500 each, one with $5,000, or even amounts of $50. You have earned the bonuses, the 5%, which now totals 6.5. You have already collected that. But in addition, they give you a bonus of $250 as if you had invested $250. This bonus is passively going to generate 13% for you. Unlike the investments that generate 8% for you, the bonus, it generates 13%. Practically, in 10 months, you have the $250 out, period, and that's it. And there it ends. Obviously, it ends there. They don't give it to you all at once to withdraw, but they do give it to you passively. How about that? Very interesting, don't you think? Now look at this. When you reach 10,000, they give you a 500 bonus. So you're already at $800. And besides, you already collect the 7.5, which is roughly $600 to $700. So you already have $700 plus $800. You're already at $1,500. $1,500 passively, calmly. Now look at this. What is the first goal? If you ask me, Juan, where should I aim? What you definitely need to do and aim for is to reach $25,000. Why? Because when you reach $25,000, you earn 8% from your direct referrals. But there's a bonus I haven't mentioned called the differential bonus. Let me give you an example. Here we have John. John is sharp. He's a person, a leader, a super leader. He's going to crush it completely. And he invited, for example, Vicente, but Vicente is another powerhouse, another super strong guy, right? And Vicente started doing the work, and suddenly he told someone, and the person said, well, I'm in with $1,000, super easy. Vicente earns $50 because he just started 50, he earns 50, right? Yes, but it's 5%. But John, who is already at level 6, rank 6, earns 8%. He earns the difference between 5 and 8. Vicente invited someone. He earns the $50 he starts with, 5%. But John is already at level 6. That means he already earns 8%. The difference between 8 and 5 is 3. That means John receives $30 for that person who was indirectly invited. Are you following me? Every time a person arrives, since you are already at rank 6, and this happens from rank 1. For example, you are at rank 2, which is 6%. A person invited another, they earn 5%, but you earn that 1% difference. Are you following me? That is a powerful bonus. But the one I'm going to explain next is crazy. The first bonus you earn is 5% for each direct referral you bring. The second bonus you earn is the reward bonuses that increase with the level. For example, when you reach 5,000, you earn $250 to be paid rewards daily. When you reach 10,000, it's $500. When you reach 25,000, you already receive a bonus of $1,000. So you already have $1,750 earning passively. Your $50 investment turned into $1,800. Okay? The third bonus is the differential bonus. What is the difference? Because while those people are reaching your level, you earn that differential percentage. Okay? But this one I'm going to explain next, the fourth bonus, pay close attention, which is earning 10% on the earnings. Let's go back again with John. John invited Vicente. Vicente is very skilled and has earned $1,000 in commissions. So John, who invited him, earns 10%. 10% of $1,000 is $100. Every time Vicente gets paid, John earns that 10%. And this keeps increasing. If you notice, it keeps increasing, right? That's the business. The direct bonus can increase up to 20%, and the matching bonus up to 23% of the earnings of your direct recruits or your leaders. Look, I want to reach this level, level 30. I'm going to reach level 30. I promise you that's how it's going to be. I will have a volume of more than $30 million, and I will earn a bonus of $3 million, and that will generate a passive income of 8%, 8x3, 24, 20, $240,000, month by month, month by month. And then I buy an apartment each month with $240,000. I rent it out, and that's it, end of story. This is leverage. Tell me how you can buy an apartment for $240,000 monthly. Do you have a way? I have the way, and I am going to do it. And whoever wants to follow me will experience the same. I swear to you, that's how it will happen. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. It's going to happen. This is an opportunity. Now, while that happens, we are going to fulfill a dream. And that's with the last one the company has. Imagine that the company said, look, how do we do free marketing? How do we make ourselves known? So I said, well, look, let's create a bonus called NEVA Auto. The NEVA Auto bonus, Atetor, is the possibility of buying the car you've always wanted at a 50% discount. How so? How so? How so? Look at this, listen to this. Having the possibility of getting the car of your dreams, but at a 50% discount. This is already active for Latin America, for Europe, for everyone. They have been doing it for a year now. I personally know Rosa. Rosa is a very entrepreneurial woman. And he started doing the exercise. How does it work? Very simple. Let's use the example of this truck that's here. How much do you think that truck could cost? It looks powerful. $100,000. $100,000 is the normal price, nominal value. You put half in the NAPE Auto program, $50,000, and you let it rent at 16.6%. It's point by 16.6% monthly for 6 months. That will generate 100% for you. In other words, you double the 50,000. Then withdraw the 50,000, and in addition, the 50,000 that you put in, right? So how much did you complete? You completed the 100,000. You buy the car, make a video, put the NV Global logo on it, and keep it for at least a year. You do marketing, you get known, people start seeing the logo, and just by recognition, it's a way to do marketing. Do you know how much companies spend on marketing? In football matches, in advertisements, they spend a lot of money. What did the company say? Instead of doing that, let's make it so people get a benefit and they will do free marketing for us. Of course, we are going to share a bit more of the profits because while many people earn 8% passively from their investments, these people, no matter what, have to buy the car. But in return, they will earn 16.6% monthly for 6 months, 100%. They recover their capital and have the car. Attention. This comes with a legal format because there's always someone who says, well, I'll buy the car, then sell it and do absolutely nothing. And I earn 100%. No. All of this is under a complete framework to ensure it happens no matter what. And that marketing happens. And that car gets to work. And that car becomes known. And we have many. In Russia, no. This is already normal. I mean, there are already many people. And that's why many people are getting involved because they are doing it constantly. They are showing how it is working for them. They are showing their results. They are showing all the cars. It's not just one or two. You can go to the NV Global channel and we have translated the video so they can explain how they are achieving it, how they are doing it. And definitely, well, it is happening. And well, many more people are joining because they are saying, well, I always wanted a car. I've wanted a car and I haven't been able to have one. How can I have it? 50% discount? How is it? Tell me a little bit.
I thank the company NV Global for the very short terms. It helped me acquire the car of my dreams.
I thank the company NV Global. I thank the management of the company. Today we have a special event. The company is growing. The growth of the company is evident. Today, 2 cars are being received. Our partners who really help the development of the company, help the growth of the company, and our guys have achieved these results in just half a year. I wholeheartedly congratulate for such success.
You can go to the channel and you can watch not 1, not 2, not 3, watch. And each time we are uploading more. If we are missing any, we are not translating them into different languages. We are making them. Okay? In this way, look, if you want legal support, you can go to the YouTube channel and you can see all the legal support. Valentina Escobar, one of our leaders, explains everything in detail, all the rules, the whole topic. She will only show a small part of the injury experience that Bing Neves is talking about. One of the strongest investors in this chain is the Almaty Investment Group. The Almaty family is a very powerful family, the family from Dubai, and they made an investment and the document is public. This is not something that, and they show it completely, we show it here. And you can know it. And if you want the document, we can have it too. We have the white paper for absolutely everything. I personally spoke with the product developer, Mr. Nikolai, and he showed me the details and told me, Juan, the people who will be at the event in Colombia, we are going to show them the details, everything about how it will work in phases. Here we are showing you, this is the white paper directly on the scalability that the company has and all the technology that is being developed. From the first quarter of 2024 until 2028, everything is supremely planned, how each part will be developed and how each one will function. everything from games, metaverse, everything, absolutely everything. For the person who wants to have that knowledge, ask the person who invited you and say, hey, I want to have this document. How can I get it? It is completely public as well. Okay? Now, what do I recommend? That you start using the products. The company has many products. It not only has the exchange, it has much more. It has a marketplace. It has a wallet that can already be downloaded. It is already available for download directly on the Play Store. I think it won't be long before it's on the App Store. But you can download it here and it's in Big Wallet. What makes it different? Well, simply that it has a chat, an encrypted chat, and you will be able to make video calls, make purchases. You will be able to do absolutely everything. You can already download it here. You can also register on the exchange. It is available. You can register on the exchange. You can register on the crypto lot. You can also register on the marketplace system. Everything is available. Please go to the page. It's called neva.io, and check it out, because what I tell you, you might doubt, but what you find out will become a reality. Look for the information. It's public, and you will realize that it's an excellent opportunity. There is no better business and better opportunity than being at the beginning of something. Even though the company has been around for 16 months, it is only now entering the second phase, and it's the second phase that makes it public. It shares and tells you, look, what we are achieving is happening under this part. The first year was about positioning ourselves and reaching to be in this phase that we are in at this moment. The phase of consolidation, of having the positioning of the products as such, and that's it. The second phase is already the expansion phase. And the third phase is when we will roll this out massively to clients. Everything I am explaining to you is happening according to the plan. It's not something that is, because I was saying, but why haven't they made themselves known? Why aren't they in Latin America? Why aren't they in Europe? No, we are. What happens is that we are in the housing system, team formation, product testing, and association programming. Now we are in the economic expansion, influencing media, global expansion, development of new markets, everything that is happening right now. That's why I was appointed as the marketing director for Latin America and the Spanish-speaking regions to expand this further, to provide the necessary stability. From there, we will reach a stability that will get us to 1 million customers, and then it will take off on its own. So, the opportunity is excellent. Take advantage of it now. Now let me show you, to finish, the results that are happening to me and what could happen to you. And one last result, a person who at this moment showed me and inspired me said, Juan, look, I've been doing this for 16 months, and in this account, he has several, but he only showed me the smallest one. And he said, look, in this account, just in this account, I have generated $78,000 in profits through commissions, just with commissions. You can earn them too. I have a sales volume of $2.5 million, and I have already generated a matching bonus. A matching bonus of around more or less, let's see. I'm connecting a device here so you can realize and see it, as I really have the video here for you to have, okay? But look, before that, I want to show you directly the back office so you can see the details, what you need to do. If you follow it to the letter, you will obtain with $50, $4,000 in profit. I can only show you, up to this moment, I can show you that. Would you like that? If you tell me yes, perfect. Welcome. Welcome to this family. Welcome to this opportunity. Look at this, look. I'm going to show it here in detail so you can realize. This is the first account we created. Let's see if, yes, you can see it here. Perfect. Here it is. We started with $50 here. $50, you can see it. You can notice this. $50, look, here it is. On March 10th, 2025, that is a month and 2 days ago, $50 was all we invested, okay? From there, we reached a volume of $5,000. So at that moment, they told me that I had to have a minimum investment of $125. So I added another $76, completed the $125, and they gave me the bonus of $500, sorry, $250. There we completed $10,000 in volume. So what does the system say? It says you must have a minimum of $250 in your own deposit. But we took it from the generated profits, from the 5%, the 6% that were being added from the direct bonuses. Okay? And from there, they gave us the 500 bonus, and now we have completed 25,000. And they told us you must have a minimum investment of $500. That's all I've done step by step from 50. I took the profits, bought $76, took the profits, bought 124 successively until I completed $500, and I have $500 in investment from my pocket, which generates
$40 passively per month. But look at this.
That now at this moment, we have the $1,000 bonus, the $250 bonus, and the $500 bonus. That didn't come out of my pocket just by adding volume. And then what happened? Well, now look, I can show you here in finance so you can see what the system is generating for me automatically. Here I already have $108 to collect. Okay, look, then here you go to the part that says award deposit farming, and these are the profits. This is the bonus. This is what I receive daily. For the $1,000, $4.6. This is what I receive daily for the $500, $2.3. And this is what I receive daily for the $250, $1.15. Okay? Daily. I mean, this is already automatic. And here are the deposits that I made. This is what I receive daily for the ones I made. But remember, I only invested $50. This is what I received for the $50. This is what I received for the $76. And this is what I received for the $250. That's it. And this is what I received for $124. I have them all clearly. And daily, it adds up in daily, all 30 days. But where's the real business? In the referral bonuses. Referral bonuses. Now, there are some bonuses that are the differentials. Daily. What is today? April 13th. I swear. This is the only thing I've done today. This blessed presentation, nothing else. And look, 1.5, 625, 137, 2.3, 4.6, 1.15, 0.13. And I even received differential bonuses. Look, I received $17. I swear I didn't do absolutely anything today. And this is the account. This is account 1. This is account 1. Do you want to see account 2? This is account 2. This is my wife's. This is my wife's. She has already earned $623. I have also already earned them. I have also already earned. Look, here I can show you so you can see. I have already earned $623. And she has also already earned $623. This way, you can start generating. Ana Maria, look, here she already has another earning to collect and the bonuses. Ladies, if you know of a better opportunity than what I'm showing you, go and pursue it. But besides this, we are developing a solid community. That's why we develop systems that allow you to learn more easily, more simply. Look, we create videos, we explain to people. Here's a video in 5 minutes that explains the business. Look, in 5 minutes. The bonuses, how it generates the referral bonus. It's on the channel on Big Global. Search for the company on Big Global and it shows you absolutely everything.
In 5 minutes, you have this video. And that's it.
It explains everything to you.
And in 5
minutes, the business is explained to you. Besides that, we have training, we have tutorials, we have guides, we have absolutely everything. Everything you need to understand this business.
Everything.
This is a plan that was activated when we were going to a volume of 5,000. There is a video that shows how in 28 days I explain it in 5 minutes. How can you turn $50 into 4,000? That's it. If you follow it to the letter, that's what will happen to you no matter what. Look, here it is. I have it in English, German, and Russian. There it is. So you can know how to turn $50 into $4,000 in 28 days. Period. That's it. Tutorials, guides, deposits, training, coaching, because that also needs to grow. You also need to know how to communicate. So we develop communication, we develop how to develop leaders and build a team, how to create automated systems. I have automated systems. Can you imagine that I only know if you're doing this business, it's to live in freedom, right? Okay, well, that's what it's for. The effort of 1% from 1,000 people generates 100% for you. That's why you can start earning automatically and residually so that when you wake up, you have people in Malaysia, people in Latin America, people in Spain, every day generating profits for you and earning commissions. This is going to generate for me, in no more than 3 months, over $100,000. If you want to be part of that, at least to generate $10,000, it's with us. It's with us.
Now, if you ask me, Juan, what is the first step?
Join us. The second step is to attend the event in Antalya, Turkey. And we have a unique promotion in Antalya, Turkey from June 10th to 15th, where the people with the best results in the company will gather. And that will allow you to understand and see, because I can speak very nicely, I can speak very quickly and all that, but you need to see it. It's one thing for me to tell you. It's another thing for you to experience it. It's another thing for you to ask the owner directly. Mr. Alejandro Murdalov will explain to you how he is building this company, what the sources of income are, all upfront, showing you intimately and privately why this company is going to become the next company in blockchain, in cryptocurrencies, and financially the opportunity you were waiting for to improve your quality of life and give it 100%. We are about to experience a very, very enriching journey. And with the company NV Global, you will have the tools and everything you need to start generating financial results and begin to grow in all areas of your life. But it is extremely important that you attend our training in May 2025. You must be here in Antalya, Turkey, experiencing a unique and enriching event. Through these experiences, you will start to grow financially, creating a community that truly understands the vision of the owner and the leader. There are two ways to achieve this. You can arrive with everything, absolutely everything paid for, with ticket paid, hotel paid, training paid. If you run the goal alongside us, first step, join. Second step, be at the event. Period. That's it. Now, why? Because we need to achieve this result. This person achieved it in less than 15 months. I don't see it as impossible. We have already done it in the past. This really is not impossible at all. We are going to do it again. Look at this. Look, earned 79. Here we are with Almir. Hello, hello. Hello, welcome. Well, here I asked and said, look, see, $1,000 in this account in the machine bonus, 5 times $500. And invoicing has invoiced $2,400,000 and has earned in this account $79,000 earned and a machine bonus of 5,500. And I asked him, how many have I invited? I have invited about 10 people only. But that grew on its own, on its own, on its own. It went on its own, it went on its own. From $2,500, we are on the right track. We are on the right track. And he told me, Juan, for the time you've been at it, I didn't even have 10% of what you have. I mean, you guys are going to crush it. You're going to crush it because you're the first ones. That's it. And you're going to achieve it in Latin America and the Spanish-speaking world. So give it your all. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a true pleasure for me to be here with you all. Thank you very much for your time. Ask the person who invited you. Share more information. Follow us on all social media. We are NV Global LATAM. Look for more information, but don't wait for someone else to come with more results and wait, 2-3 months. And I show you, look, $100,000, look, $500,000. No, be part of it. Be the testimony. Be the person who inspires others. A special greeting. Thank you very much for connecting. My name is Juan Manuel Jimenez, Marketing Director for Latin America at NV Global. And we are going to grow a lot. Please don't miss it. With 50, you can do a lot and bless many more people. Take care, be well. See you. Bye.